Okay. Our guests are here. I just wanted to say I pulled like a thing out of a Seinfeld episode. I usually shake people's hands when they come in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I sneezed right as they came in.
Well, that wasn't very polite.
So I didn't shake your hands. I remember Elaine killed the deal for Pendant Publishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that goes way back.
Yeah. Anyway, it is. So I apologize, but you're all the better for it. Sheri Proud's here, the director of Park and Rec for the city of Coralville, along with Lucy Barker, the development director and co-founder of Houses into Homes. And I was just telling them that because we're putting everything on one level, we had the furniture in the living room that is being dropped off this weekend.
Oh, good.
To this event.
Good.
Yeah. So.
Good deal. So let's talk about this weekend's event.
Yes.
Upcycle Throwdown.
Yes.
Did you come up with that, or?
We had a whole team sitting around the table and probably brainstormed for over an hour all kinds of names to name this event. But it started, Rachel Montgomery's one of our recreation supervisors, and myself both like to redo furniture. And we were talking about how fun it would be to have a recreation program that redid furniture, and then it snowballed from a little recreation program to me talking with Lucy at Houses into Homes and saying, okay, we have this idea for a competition, but then we need to, maybe auction this off and make some money for our organizations, because we both have some programs that always are in need of donations. So yeah, that's how it started.
And something that's so important to Houses into Homes is to reuse furniture and save as much as we can from the landfill. So it was a perfect match.
Boy, if you're a fan of Instagram or Twitter, there's all kinds of videos of people that are, everything from just grabbing stuff off the street and refinishing it to taking like old castles and starting from scratch and gutting them and redoing them. So I'm fascinated with that stuff. I used to do some furniture refinishing when my kids were growing up, because they damage stuff, and you can fix it and make it look better and modernize it, and you find stuff that your relatives give to you and stuff, and they're like, well, I do this and that, it'll look really cool in their room and stuff. This kind of reminds me of a show that I was a fan of. I haven't watched it in a while. ABC's Laura Spencer, she had a show called Flea Market Flip.
That's exactly what this is modeled after.
So yeah, it's like they get a budget, they go to a flea market, they buy this stuff, and then they use the whatever money they got left over to fix it up, and then try to get the most money out of it when they resell it, like the next week or whenever they go back.
Yeah. And you never know, like, is it the next week? How much time are they taking? So we kind of put it together. Ours is over 4 days. So we moved in last night to the warehouse. We're using a warehouse space down the Iowa River Landing that the city has used for different projects exactly like this, building things, painting things.
Oh, this is where they have the or the shelter house bookshelf.
Shelter house bookshelf,
plenty of room.
Plenty of room in there. And we collected all of our furniture probably over about a period of 6 weeks. We had some drop-off times, as well as some things that Houses into Homes had that they knew weren't ready to go to homes in the condition that they're in, but they brought them down and people have chosen them and they're redoing them. So we moved in last night, had a little, you got to pick according to the amount of money your team raised, or if you were a sponsor, you a cash donation, and then then we all had 5 minutes to pick our 3 pieces of furniture and move them to our room area. So we're trying to fill a 10 by 10 room. With tape on the floor, obviously, not with walls. But that's the whole point, is to pick a room and a theme and to go with it. Lucy, do you want to talk about some of the rooms themes that we have.
And I also wanted to say, you're saying our because you're on a team.
I'm on a team. Yes, we were like at the last minute going, well, I think we could use a few more teams, and so I'm like, oh, my sister's in town, my daughter's here in town. Let's get together. So we're having some fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we have a couple kids rooms, so of various ages, and those Sheri's one of those rooms, and those designers and upcyclers are really considering a child who maybe doesn't have all the furniture in their room or even a bed, and they're thinking about them. So we've got a couple kids' rooms. We have a dining room, and that team is thinking about a specific family, a large family that could use dining table and chairs and a buffet. And what else do we have? Some chairs, like just a living room setup.
Living room. And I think I heard someone saying they were doing more like a living room desk kind combination.
Like an office kind of a thing.
Yeah. So we're just getting started, so it's going to be really cool to see how they evolve. So they got to work last night. They're working tonight 5 to 9, Saturday 9 to 3, and then on Sunday, we have a couple hours to just put the finishing touches on and stage, and we'll talk about the party here in just a minute. But this is all just really fun. Put their teams together, having this competition, but at the end, we need to get rid of this furniture and have people buy it so that we can put on more programming for Houses into Homes and Parks and Rec. So we're having a big party on Sunday from 4 to 7 at 860 Quarry Road, which is the old antique car museum. That's the warehouse. It is where, if you're familiar with the Shelter House book sale, that's another place that has been. And we're having food trucks, our 2 food trucks, Slammin' Jammin' Wings and Witch a Waffle.
Okay, now wait a second. It's not just Slammin' Wings. It's
Slammin' Jammin'.
That's right.
It's Jammin' Wings.
Yes.
Slammin' and Jammin'.
Slammin' and Jammin'. Alika Saunders. She does an amazing job. And she's got wings and burgers and hot dogs. And I hope she does these deconstructed, I call them, it's like a cabbage roll, only it's a deconstructed cabbage bowl. That's amazing. So I'm hoping she brings those. We've got our patio games all spread out, music going on. And then one of our board members, is, Rodney Anderson, is going to lead us in a lot of fun activities from the stage, just bring people up and do interviews. He's talking about getting everybody up on their feet and doing the cha-cha slide. He's having a lot of fun with this, so we're excited about that.
And then there'll be both a silent and live auction. So the top 5 judged rooms are going up for live auction, and community members can bid and either take that room's furniture home for whatever their child, their living room, or they can bid, win, and donate the furniture to a family that Houses into Homes will deliver to.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it is. And it's a great concept. I mean, because it is, a house isn't, an empty house is.
Not a home.
No.
Right.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
Made myself sad just now.
Oh, yeah.
So, Sheri, you said you've done this before. What's your favorite type of refinishing to do?
So I have this old rocking chair problem. My husband would call it a problem. I cannot resist an old rocking chair, like an oak rocking chair. I just can't pass them up. Or I've also done a number of dressers. Like if I'm I kind of have this MO, I'm going to Cologne and my husband will say, don't bring back any furniture. And you'll go by, they'll have an impromptu sales, or I'll stop in at Sisters or, the other places and bring back a piece of furniture, which then, is really fun. The fun about doing something like that, like something I paid $10 for,
Right.
something, is that you really can experiment with, how you want to do it. If you want to try a new stripper, you can do that. The last piece I did was a dresser, and I tried a new stripper on, and it worked out okay. And then decided I'd never done a tongue oil finish, and it's a little bit different process.
Yeah.
And lots of layering of the tongue
Yes,
oil.
yeah.
It takes
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
man hours.
time.
That takes
It's
a lot of
of
patience.
hours, and my husband was wondering when my car was going to get back in the garage, but I finally got it done, and it turned out so nice. I put it in our own bedroom. So yeah, so just really it's just fun to transform things like that and to cut things apart and make them into something else.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Steve and I are old enough to remember the big console TVs with the speaker cabinets and the big room for the TV. People have taken those and gutted them out and made bars out of them or storage areas and stuff. And those things weigh a couple 100 pounds
Listen,
even without the TVs.
There's people redoing them as TVs and putting in like
the wide or the flat screens.
They put the flat screen in, or they make it
Very
they make
cool.
it fit.
And at Houses into Homes, we often just cut that top part off.
Right.
And then we have a low TV stand. Works great for any size.
Yeah, my daughter just did one of those. It's not quite the big one, but she took out the TV and has the front, so it still looks like the TV, and it's her cat's bed, and she fixed it all up, so it's really cute.
Yeah,
So,
you can do all kinds of stuff with that.
Yeah, we have lots of furniture left because we collected over 200 pieces of furniture, and we have lots of furniture left that's still in the warehouse and will be for sale. So it's wheel and deal time on Sunday as well. We do have some single pieces that people have done for us that will be for sale. Lucy talked about the silent auction, the live auction, and then we have just all of the furniture that wasn't chosen will be up for sale, and you can come find a committee member and make us an offer and carry it away that night. We'll take cash, check, and credit card at the event.
And even before that, if anybody is really, if this has piqued their interest and they want to come Saturday between 9 and 3 and pick a piece and upcycle it by the end of the day, they can also do that. And that would also go up for auction or for sale.
Yeah. So, Jim, you could join us in the warehouse on Saturday if you wanted, and
We have
get
lots
that
of good
paintbrush
stuff.
back out. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about what the money's going to go towards?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
So for Houses into Homes, it's our Comforts of Home delivery program, and we provide beds, furniture, and household items like lamps, dishes, towels to households in Johnson County who have left homelessness, domestic violence. Last year we had tornado victims, so anyone who lives without the basic comforts of home, we deliver those.
Yeah, a bed and a dresser is fine, but you're right. You got to have dishes, glasses, cooking utensils.
Exactly.
But stuff that we all take for granted. But
Yeah.
big deal when you're restarting a life.
Yes.
And one of the really cool things about the Comforts of Home delivery program is a staff member goes out, meets with the family, gets to know them a little bit, talk to them about their interests, their colors they like,
And don't like.
how they use their home. I think that's just really cool because the deliveries are really tailored to what the family will use, not only need but use.
Right. Especially, you don't want to give them something they're just going to discard.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And for Coralville Parks and Rec, we give scholarships to children whose families can't afford to have them participate. And you want every kid to have that experience, every kid in every neighborhood in Coralville to be able to do our youth sports programs or our arts and crafts classes or come to summer camp or do swimming lessons. And last summer we started free swimming lessons for every child in Coralville for level 1. And we're hoping to get to the point where we can expand that really through level 3, because that's where a child really has the skills to be able to, if you fall in a retention basin, lose your feet from underneath you in the pool and get out too deep, or in a creek, if they've gotten into the creek or the river, which we don't advocate for
Right, but you never know.
Swimming in those, but you never know. And those are the things that we want to make sure our community is safe. And this is just another important safety item. So we have to raise
when
about.
do you go to the people in their 70s that can't?
Yeah, I've been talking to you for years, Steve, about coming out and taking some swimming lessons.
You could have
with
taken
us. Yeah.
lessons in the city parking lot Wednesday night. It was
raining hard.
It was. I never seen it flood before.
Yeah.
But it was flooded Wednesday night.
I watched the soccer field across the street. I was still at the office and looked out, and the water was coming off of the roof drains for Northwest. Then they outlet a little beside the soccer field, and there was a geyser going up about 3 or 4 feet in the air, and then the soccer field was completely flooded as well. So it was quite the rain. So
It sure was.
So we raise about $21,000 a year, or we spend about that much, and a part of that is through the Health and Human Services budget for the city of Coralville. The city council gives us about $10,000, and then that other part we try to raise with activities like this. So we're excited about getting started. We have some sponsors that have been really good to us. If you don't mind, we'd like to mention Dwell gave us beautiful room of furniture that's going on the live auction tomorrow on Sunday. Newman Munson, Right Way Painting, Stuff, etc., Two Rivers Bank, The Mansion, and Ulysses Modern. And these are people that I know Houses into Homes has worked with, but I've gotten to know people that I haven't met before because I don't often need furniture in my Parks and Rec role.
Yeah.
So it's been exciting to meet some new people, with businesses in Coralville.
Cool.
Or across, they didn't need to be just Coralville businesses. It could be anybody.
It's really cool that you've got like 2 different organizations benefiting from this. That is neat.
So again, it's 4 to 7 on Sunday.
4 to 7 on Sunday. Events free to come to and browse. We just bring your cash or credit card if you'd like to buy a piece of furniture or bid on the silent auction or the live auction. We've got food trucks outside and patio games, parking on the street, in the ramps, in the lots there at the Iowa River Landing. What else do they need to know? It's not an air.
Have a good time.
Have a good time and dress cool. The warehouse is surprisingly a lot cooler than you would think it would be
it is.
for as warm as it is this time of year. But yeah, we're just having a great time.
Okay, well, good luck to everybody, and hopefully we'll have a good crowd on Sunday afternoon.
Sounds good. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for having
guys.
us.
Thank you. It's 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, mighty 1630 KC.